To the far side is Dependahl. They give it to Dobson. Dobson again. If you get the official out of the way, he's got yardage. He moves over the 32, down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line and has a first down. It's Logue rather than Dobson this time on the carry. Andre Logue on the carry. Got good yardage right up the gut, right down Main Street with that carry, and picks up the Lebanon first down.
John, as good a surge up front as we've seen by this Lebanon offensive front.
Tommy, he had a wall outside. If he just broke that back out instead of getting in the way of the official, it'd have been 6 easy.
Schaefer far side, Jones to the near side, Lanning underneath, White the fullback, Logue's the tailback, and they give it to Logue. Logue breaks a tackle, 30, 25, 20, 15, down to the 10-yard line goes Logue. Logue with a big hole that time carries it all the way to the 10. They'll mark it just outside the 10 at the 10.5-yard line. Call it the 10. Lebanon can pick up a first down, but they'd have to go to about the 3-inch line to get it.
The counter tray. Fullback goes one way. Tailback takes a counter step, comes behind the pulling guard, Jeff Miller, the pulling tackle, John Miller, and there is a big hole for Logue.
Double wideout set. Baird and Dependahl are the wideouts. Lanning sets him down. Lanning gives to a hole. Logue's got a hole. Crosses the 10, over the 8, near the 7-yard line. They will give him the 8. Somebody turned out the lights. That's great if Stafford can see down there.
As long as he can see, I don't care. And, of course, that keeps the bugs away, too.
Ball at the 8, where it will be second down and 8. For the Blue Devils, they've got to go to the half-yard line to pick up a first down. Lanning underneath. Makes the call. Double wide out set. Lanning. Handoff. Logue going to be hit in the backfield. Back at the 11-yard line. Knifing through there for Gallatin, making a great play, is Matt Rice, a 6 foot, 192-pound linebacker.
Glad they caught the counter tray from behind. Lebanon had run it back with Forrest and Logue as the lead blockers, but the backside linebacker, Matt Rice, peeled in behind those two, made the tackle of Logue before he could get going. We did not get the backside block.
3rd and 10.5 for the Blue Devils at the 11. Lanning wants to throw. Fires. Justin Jones is there. Touchdown, Lebanon.
Fade route to the back of the end zone, and it was there, Clyde. Nice throw by Chad Lanning as he completes the touchdown to Jones. Outstanding play. Nice pitch and catch. Jones is one happy Blue Devil as he exits the field. John, you've got the call of the PAT attempt.
John Miller ended the point after. That's got to give this Blue Devil offense some confidence. We've had so much trouble getting the 10 yards in the red zone. We scored to pull within 1. 8:42 to go in the first half. The snap is back. It's on the tee. The kick is up. It is not going to get there. He got way up under it. Kicked a pop fly about 13 yards. No good. 7-6 your score. 8:42 to go in the first half of play. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design, headed on North Cumberland Street in Lebanon. Go by and see Ron and the gang for your next haircut. We'll take it back to the station for this 30-second commercial break.
Sports leader.
Sports leader of a fumble recovery goes 40 yards in 6 plays. Chad Lanning hitting Justin Jones on an 11-yard touchdown pass. The extra point is no good. 8:42 left in the second. It's Gallatin 7, Lebanon 6.
Lebanon will kick it away. And here's the kick. High and short. Going to be taken at the 26. Dropped at the 30. Nice tackle by the Blue Devils. Down there to make it is Robert Langford. Boy, he's a terror on these kicking teams.
John Langford just beat a couple of blocks and got down there awfully quick.
He really likes kick coverage, Tommy. He gets to the ball quick. He makes some diving plays. He was able to make that tackle.
He's also the young man who came up with a fumble recovery after Dillard knocked it loose for the Blue Devils. And now Gallatin in business. First down and 10. The football squarely on the Gallatin 30-yard line.
Gallatin and Lebanon hooked up in a good one here. It's homecoming for Gallatin. They lead it 7-6. 8:37 to play before halftime. Baker sets his ball club down. Baker hands off to the first man through a yard. No more on that Lebanon defense. They jam him up there. Carrying the football is Marcus Williams, a 5'9", 193-pounder. They're going to give him a pretty good spot. They give him almost the 32-yard line where it will be 2nd down and 8.
Great crowd across the way. Our camera location for the replay is on the Lebanon side of the field. We are broadcasting from the Gallatin side, and looking over there, it's a nice crowd for Lebanon across the way.
Baker sets his ball club down. Again, that I formation. 2nd down and 8. Baker wants to throw. Rolls, being chased. Fires out to the near side, complete and dropped immediately. He may have lost a half yard on the completion. Lowe got there to knock him down as the pass went to Jaquez Williams out of the backfield. He was a safety valve because nobody downfield was open. He got it to Williams, and Logue was there to level him immediately. They lose a yard on the play. It's 3rd down and 10.
Outstanding job of coverage in the flat by Andre Logue. He would not leave Williams. They pump it once and then throw it out in the flat to Jaquez Williams, and our man Andre Logue right there to make the play. Out of the game, Harrison Haynes for Lebanon. Back in at the nose man is Steelman. Gallatin looks like they're going to take a timeout right here.
Take a time. 7:21 to play in the half. It's Gallatin 7, Lebanon 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Defensive unit has played well. The bad field position after the turnover hurt them, but they have not allowed Gallatin to break the big plays. We've been getting a lot of white helmets flowing to the football.
Tommy, we have played some tough defense in some tough situations. Of course, Gallatin only had to go 39 yards when they got their score. One note there, the Alan Sawyers, the tailback, sometimes tailback for the Green Wave, limped off. I don't know, he's not being seen to on the sideline, but he did limp off the field. He's got his helmet off at this point.
You're right, John. I noticed him limping off down there, and he is on the sideline with his helmet off. And in there, tailback is Edward Parker, the speedster. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Baker with 2 wide outs left to the wide side of the field. One running back. They send the tight end in motion across the way. Down the line, toss sweep to the far side to Parker. Parker breaks a tackle. He's got the first down. 40, 45 to the 48-yard line. Parker on a sweep, and the Blue Devils can't catch up to all that speed, and he brings it out to the 48-yard line and picks up the first down.
Sheer speed by Gallatin as they run the speed option and get Parker on the corner. Terry, once he got to the corner, it was smooth sailing.
Tommy, very, very fast as Parker, 3rd and 9. He picks up 17 yards, first down for Gallatin.
Gallatin with a 1st and 10. Those are the football at the Green Wave 48-yard line. 7 minutes to play in the half. Gallatin leading the Blue Devils 7-6. Baker sets him down. Lebanon going to jump. Big number 51 plows all the way through there. That's Steelman, the junior, 5'11", 210-pound nose guard for the Blue Devils, and I think that'll cost Lebanon 5.
Gallatin quarterback.
And it will.
Change into cadence. That's Kurt Baker. Change the snap count. Steelman anticipating the snap count. Charges into the backfield. Penalty against the Blue Devils.
1st and 5 now for the Green Wave as they get a big break there from their 48 to the Lebanon 47, where it's 1st down and 5. Baker, the quarterback, barks the signals, gives to the second man through. Not much there. He made the 45. Not a lot more. They'll put the length of the football inside the Lebanon 45-yard line, and that's where they'll put it in play. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
If the game continues at this pace, running the football 90% of the time, this is going to be a quick one tonight as we are at the 6-minute, 10-second mark of the 2nd quarter.
Football just inside the Lebanon 40. 2nd down and 2 for the Green Wave. Baker sets his ball club. Hand off to the speedster Parker, and Parker didn't get the first down. He crosses the 44 down near the 43-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and shorter than a yard. Call it 4th and 1 from the Lebanon 43. 4th down and a yard, excuse me.
Lebanon gets the signal from Richard Anderson, defensive coordinator for the Blue Devils. Short yardage situation here for the Green Wave. Watch them in those tight splits once again.
3rd down and 1. Gallatin sets it up. Baker gives to his second man through. Breaks a tackle. 40, 35, 30. Ridden down from behind, out of bounds as he crosses the 26 down near the 25-yard line. Carrying the football is Jaquez Williams. And he got good yardage and picks up another Gallatin first down. Again, Lebanon in tight, expecting that quarterback sneak, and Gallatin goes wide. That's twice they've suckered the Blue Devils in tonight on that play and went outside.
As you see so many times, Lebanon tight defensively. You see this a lot of times in football games. They're going for 1 yard. They rip off a big gain because they break that initial line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 for the Wave at the Lebanon 25. Baker sets his ball club down. Keeps it coming down the line. Loose football. Blue Devils have it. They ripped it out. Big number 60, Josh Goolsby, wrapped him up around the arms as Baker coming down the line on the option, and it squirts free, and the Blue Devils are all over it just inside their own 25.
Steelman with the recovery as Gallatin came down the line of scrimmage trying to run the quarterback option. We hit him, knock it loose, and Lebanon now dodges a bullet as they take over just inside the 25-yard line coming out. And that stops Gallatin as Steelman comes up with a fumble recovery.
Justin Jones to the near side for the Blue Devils. Defendahl to the far side. Lannon sets his ball club. Ross is the tailback. Toss sweep to Ross, trying to slide outside. Got a little yardage. Breaks it over the 25 to the 26 near the 27-yard line. And again, Gallatin closes in a hurry. They do about as good a job coming up to make the play. Brandon Boems makes the stop, and Tommy, they got a lot of speed, and they get up there in a hurry and block what looks like going to be a big game. Turns out to be short.
Well, don't have a lot of size up front. We talked about the size differential, but they do have kids who can run to the football. They do that very well.
Lannon brings his ball club out of the huddle. Sets them down, double wide out set. And again, a draw play to Ross. Breaks a tackle, 30. Ross, 34 to the 34-yard line goes Antoine Ross. Shy of the first down by about a yard, but it'll be third down and a yard to go. Actually, it's going to be third down and just a tad less than a yard for the Blue Devils. Ross broke one tackle, could have been had for about a yard gain, and ripped it off out to the 34.
That's the explosiveness of the senior, Antoine Ross. He takes what should be a 1-yard gain and winds up making something nice out of it with that extra effort and that burst.
Lebanon with the double wideout set again, as they do almost every time. Toss sweep to Ross. Slides outside. He's got the first down over the 35, 36, 37. Ross all the way to the 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Lebanon moving the sticks, and John, they got Ross a little running room, got some stalemates there at the line of scrimmage, and let the tailback do the rest.
That's twice he only needs a little running room to do a lot, and that time it picks up a first down. The play before, initially almost stopped at the line of scrimmage, found a little seam, got a big yard to make a short third down play on this next one.
Baird to the near side, Schaefer to the far side as Lebanon uses the wideouts. They give it to Ross up the middle. Ross with running room. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Ross 25, all the way down to the Gallatin 21-yard line, and a diving tackle by Gallatin saves a touchdown. Antoine Ross is back.
Boy, it is good to see him running loose in the secondary. Terry Stafford, what about it?
Tommy, from the Lebanon 38, Ross pulled down from behind at the Gallatin 21. That's a 41-yard pickup. Lebanon down at the Gallatin 21.
And you've got to believe, Clyde, if he's in his prime, he doesn't get caught from behind.
Well, you're right, and a diving tackle is the only thing that caught him that time. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at the Wave 21. Ross again trying to cut back. They've got him for a loss this time at the 22.
Come with the give off left tackle. Bootleg action by the quarterback, Lanning. Gallatin not fooled into the game. Comes a fresh pair of wide receivers for the Blue Devils.